A quick disclaimer, this video is for education purposes only. Forex involves a high risk reward and a high risk business, and you should not trade with money that you cannot afford to lose. This channel serves as an education purposes and not as an advice to buy or trade in Forex instrument. See the description below in this video for full disclaimer. Hi, welcome to FX Newpips, and today this is going to be the first lesson for newbie who wish to understand Forex trading. But before we go deeper into Forex trading, first let us understand what is Forex trading. Now, maybe you have heard what is Forex trading and how this industry produces millionaires or even billionaires like Tudor Jones with an estimated net worth of 4.5 billion US dollar. If you are familiar with Asia financial crisis in year 1998, then probably you have heard a guy named George Soros. Now, FX, this term is derived from word foreign and exchange. These two words. For your extra informations, we have 195 countries in the world using 180 different currencies, and there are approximately over 20 over pairs of currencies are being exchanged or traded daily except for weekend. In fact, Forex or foreign exchange is associated in our daily life without we realizing it. From business to our travel, foreign exchange is required when one currency is exchanged for the others. Let us put this into illustration. Assume John and his girlfriend who reside in Malaysia and they plan to go for a trip in Melbourne, Australia. John can't be using his country's currency, which is Ringgit Malaysia, to spend it in Australia, right? Furthermore, you can't be expecting a coffee shop in Australia to accept Ringgit Malaysia as well. Therefore, in order to enjoy his trip and to spend, John needs to change his Ringgit Malaysia currency to Australian dollar first before he can spend it there. So, John went to a money changer and exchanged or convert his Ringgit Malaysia notes to Australian dollar notes. For example, in exchange of 1000 Ringgit Malaysian note, he is able to get back 350.63 worth of Australian dollar note. Now, assume John went to Australia and is a big saver. He don't spend it all, his Australian notes. He brought back balance of 200 Australian currency and he went and exchanged it back at the money changer. Now, money changer will then convert back his Australian dollar notes to Ringgit Malaysia at the new market rates. Now, every currency have their own rates and this apply to all other currencies as well. For example, if Ringgit Malaysia exchange rate to US dollar, 1 US dollar equivalent to 3 ringgit 80 cents on Monday, and if you go back on the same money changer on Wednesday, the rates might become 1 US dollar equivalent to 3 ringgit 90 cents. So assume John only used his credit card in Australia trip. His credit card bank provider will automatically do the exchange for him and he just need to pay back his credit card issuing bank in Ringgit Malaysia currency. Foreign exchange involve few participants. For tourists, we can see like John's illustration. Now for banks, they facilitate Forex transaction for clients and even they themselves conduct speculative trades, or in other terms, they also involve in Forex trading. Whereas central bank is the most important Forex player in the market. Why? Because central bank is responsible to fix the price of their country's currency. For example, if US dollar value is too low, it will improve its export industry because other countries will start buying goods from US, vice versa. So for corporation, imagine if your company produce mobile phone and your production requires phone chip from US, then you will need to exchange your Ringgit Malaysia currency onto US dollar for you to place order on your mobile chips. Corporation also use Forex to hedge against the risk associated with foreign currency translation, or in simple terms, buying currency in advance and keep it in the event that particular currency will increase or decrease its value, which will impact corporation. Now for investment firm like hedge fund companies, for example like Bridgewater Associates, BlackRock, Winton Group, and many more, they engage in Forex trading as to grow their investment return and portfolio. Retail trader is an individual trader who grow their wealth and investment portfolio through Forex trading. As in year 2020, Forex industry daily turnover is worth 6.6 trillion US dollar. So imagine 6.6 trillion US dollar is exchanging hands every day. The pie is huge and you need a lot of knowledge training, and the right skills in order for you to become Forex retail trader too. One of the advantage for Forex trader is that you doesn't need a huge capital to start trading to enjoy a small slice from the 6.6 trillion US dollar market. But in order to do that, you need the knowledge, skill set, and proper attitude to be a profitable Forex trader. Remember John Vacation's story? He changed his ringgit Malaysia to Australian dollar, right? Now in Forex trading, it comes in pair, and here are some example of currency pair. Each currency have their own nickname. For example, like US dollar, we call it baht. Britain pound, we call it cable. Japanese yen, we call it yen. And Australian dollar, we call it Aussie. Now next time when you hear such term, then you know it belongs to which currency. By now, I believe you understand what Forex is. Here, you will see Forex trading in the bigger picture. Now from central bank to major banks, corporation, and finally to us retail trader. As you can see, central bank is the top of the chain. And major banks, for example like JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, etc. will have the relationship with investment funds, hedge fund companies, corporation like your mobile phone manufacturing, remember on the slide 3, and also market makers and ECN brokers. Until the bottom chain, this is the dot will be connecting to us retail trader. Now in short, banks communicate with retail brokers and retail brokers communicate with you directly by passing your trading orders to banks. This is how it works from banks to Forex broker and finally connecting the dot to you. Notice investors at the bottom. Now, investor can either invest directly into hedge fund companies or investment firms or in the market. They are investors who invest directly onto Forex traders who they believe have a strong track record. The reason is because they, the investor, want to maximize their return. This is the tricky part. Many investors who are not familiar with Forex trading often are lured into high investment returns and ended up losing all their hard-earned money. This is one of the reasons why I created this FX Newpip channel, to educate investor and also new trader who wants to be part of this trillion-dollar industry. Please promise me, if you are not consistent yet in Forex trading, please don't accept money from your friends and family members to trade for them. Learn first. Get a consistent profit. Only you are allowed to do that. Furthermore, I would rather you to tell them to come to this channel and learn about Forex trading. Even if they don't have time to learn, at least they won't get scammed. Why? Because give a man a fish and you'll feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. By now, I hope you roughly understand what Forex is all about. There are millions of Forex traders all over the world. The reason why this industry is growing every year is because the commission charged on every transaction is either small or no commission at all from certain brokers. For example, if you buy a stock, you need to pay commission when you buy and pay another commission when you sell. Now in Forex market, you can make profit by selling or buying a currency. That's what we call can trade highs and lows. Compared to stock is where you need to wait for the value to go up, only you can profit from it. Forex is a high liquidity market and 6.6 trillion US dollar are exchanging hands every day. Importantly, no one can corner the market. I mean, you will need to have trillions of dollars in order for you to corner the market. This is the best part. Everyone can participate. What you need is knowledge, laptop, and internet connection. Now visualize, you can make money while you are having vacation in all over the world. Wouldn't that is the life that everyone's wanted? To run a business, you need capital, labor, retail store, or office. But in Forex, you can start with as low as 10 US dollar without to have an office or retail store or employees. Now, imagine you start up with 100 US dollar and you can control a trade size worth of 100,000 US dollar. That is leverage, which I will cover in the other lessons. Forex market opens 24 hours and 5 days per week. Even you still have a full-time job now, you still can trade Forex market after your working hours and generate some side income or investment income. In Forex trading, you doesn't need to have a college degree or a PhD to be a profitable trader. First, what you need is a book to take down notes. I really mean this. I mean notes after notes. You need to keep track of your journey, what you have learned, and practice it. 2. This is important. I get to know Forex in year 2009. Back then, we doesn't have a good internet speed, and I saw my friend is looking at chart and generating some US dollar. But I didn't know much about Forex back then. Until a few years later, as I grew older, I realized I need to make a drastic changes in my finance and wealth accumulation. Then I became serious in Forex trading in year 2014. I attended few Forex courses from Malaysia to US, spent countless of hours on the net and forum trying to learn all I can about Forex. Fast forward, I have spent 6 dedicated years onto Forex, and it has changed not only my financial but also my view towards money and investment. Important note you need to keep is start small and think big. What do I mean by this is, by you start trading Forex today, it doesn't mean that you can buy a Lamborghini next year. You can start Forex trading and pay off some of your bills. Then you move to not only pay off your bills but also generate good investment return from your trading. Lastly, after you have mastered the skill and confidence, you can aim higher. As long as you don't use the money that you can't afford to lose. I would recommend a laptop or desktop to start with instead of mobile phone. Yes, you can trade from mobile phones, but in order for you to master the skill of naked chart, I strongly recommend laptop or desktop. You doesn't need to spend thousands of dollars to buy high specification laptop or desktop. If you don't have one, you can get a second-hand desktop that probably will cost you a few hundred ringgit. As long as you can browse my YouTube channel and install Forex trading platform MT4 or MT5. Now once you become a profitable trader, please promise me you will too impact other people's life. It can be charity or sharing the knowledge you have in Forex trading. Last but not least, don't give up. Out from 10 traders, 7 will give up halfway. Stay focused. If my Forex education channel helps you in your Forex trading journey, please remember to click subscribe and also select the bell icon to get notified every time I post a new education video. Please share this channel to your friend if you find it useful, and let's together we impact a million lives.